Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight and I'm flexing. Flex the live is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the.
Crawford don't want to fight us because he's up. I seen his legs last. I seen his legs last fight. I seen his legs last. I seen his legs last.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's do this roll call because we're going to get to this business. I'm not goofing around this morning. Isn't it ironic how when I open up my panel and have a conversation with the gentleman from Australia, and I pointed out certain things that he said, didn't accuse him of being racist, but I said I was making the point that he may have been groomed to view black people in a certain light. He might tell me, yo, I have black friends and, people down in Australia, the natives of that continent. He may tell me that. He may not think he's racist. But he's been bred in the eyes of white supremacy to behave in a certain way towards black people. And he didn't even know he was doing that. When I said, what is your problem with Deontay Wilder saying that he's a king and he's anointed? And to cut that down, because in his eyes, that's rhetoric, to cut that down, he brought up the fact that Deontay lost 4 of his last 5. As if to say that he can't be anointed if that happened. But he was stuck when I said Jesus Christ paid the ultimate price with his life. And that man was still anointed. There's a whole religion based off of his path. And majority of Americans follow that path through Christ because he was anointed. What price did he pay for following God? Nailed to the cross and murdered. but had no problem when Tyson Fury says, I'm the Gypsy King. Had no problem with that. The drug addict. The man that hangs out with a cartel leader. The man that is no longer allowed on American soil due to his affiliation with a cartel leader. And Daniel Kinahan, you see depicted between him and Canelo. And I'll get to Canelo in a second. How ironic that I just had this conversation, and once again, Teofimo Lopez is in here acting out like it's okay. And forgive me, I'm skipping the roll call this morning, and I'll read the super chats at the end. I appreciate it. I read everything at the end. But this can't wait. Because the longer that this marinated yesterday, it bothered me. This bothers me. These guys have gotten more and more comfortable with how they feel. And the fact that this new version of black men are comfortable not speaking up on this because for whatever reason. For whatever the reason is. These guys running around today, whether you're boxing media or not, you guys are cowards, man. And I'm choosing my words. I can't say what I want to say on YouTube. Y'all need to go subscribe to the Patreon. I know I haven't put out content in a while because I got things lined up. I have a full-time life. I got an array of stuff I'm putting out. This right here is not going to wait. So you go to the Patreon where I can say what I really want to say without being held down by the likes of Miguel, who's enjoying every second of this. Because this is right up his alley. Because the truth is, they want us where we are at mentally. Somebody put the link to my Patreon in the chat, please. I'd appreciate it. I don't care how much money Bud makes or Devin makes or Deontay has made. I don't care. We are still disrespected as a people. And many of you clowns, you will never get why we look at some of these clowns in media a certain way. Y'all will never know how disgusting that is when you see Showbiz, the grown adolescent, cheesing in front of this clown's face with his eyes hanging out his head. And not one time did he ask him, hey man, what's up with that? Because he's on his own payroll now. These are things that they can't do with us here. And all the haters could do is say, oh, well, you know, you got a small channel. You don't make no money. Yeah, but you're here. And if your hatred to me or to a fighter that we support or fighters that we support is that unconditional that you literally will allow guys like Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez and Tyson Fury to run around and run amok and act a fool, then that's great. You are not the type of black person that I need around me. I just told you we are at war. The sad fact is, look, I don't know who's raising these kids. You're not cut from my cloth at all. You failed, your parents failed, your grandparents have failed. You're failures, all of you. And y'all gonna get what y'all deserve. I done let a couple of them come up here and speak so you can hear it yourself. That clown Mike S. from Baltimore, did he not get in the chat and say the enemy of my enemy? When I said, yo, why is Tank even hugging up on Ryan Garcia? After what he said and what he did. after what he said and what he did. One more time, after what he said and what he did. Tank fans, you unconditional ones, you dudes are so stupid. Tank could sit there and say, oh, I don't think Ryan cheated. Dude, you called him a cheater before you fought him. In fact, you made sure he was properly drained, and you made sure he had no drugs in his system. And you stopped him. Devin didn't do a quarter of the things that you did, and Devin got cheated. Why are you hugging that man? For cheating your Muslim brother, your black brother, and you're hugging that man. The man's having meltdowns online. George Floyd, Ku Klux Klan, and you hugging that man. And I don't give a damn if you say, oh, well, that was before all of that. Tank lives on Twitter. If the hug was before the racist meltdown, after he did it, he should have got right on Twitter and went straight at him. Because Tank has no connection to his ancestors. He has no connection to his people. He has a connection to his dollar. And some fat bitch with a BBL that he knocked up. That's the truth. And that's why that little nigga's disowned. That's the truth. You guys are loud. When I say you guys, I'm talking about you content creators. You try and distance yourself from this by not talking about it. You try and distance yourself from this by saying, oh, well, he's not talking about me. You try and distance yourself from this by saying, oh, well, you know, he's just trolling. Go to YouTube and look how many trolls got their heads blown off for trolling, just trying to get their 8 seconds of fame so they can get their little money on whatever social media platform they're on. Go look at how many accidents happened when they run up on people and start goofing around, and it's a concealed carry state, and they feel like their life is in danger. Boom, legal shot. He was up there effing with him. Yeah. That's what you kids do? You adults that are uncomfortable to talk about this? Right now, every black boxing content creator, whether you like us or not, should have a problem with Teofimo Lopez. But you're not, because you're cowards. You're not because you're too worried about what the fuck we think. Oh, what? They got a problem with Teo? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk Teo up. Because the 22nd of every month makes you feel so good. It's not even life-changing money. What is it, a couple of $100 to pay your goddamn Verizon bill? And that's why we don't rock with everybody. That's why I don't tolerate unconditional Tank fans. You guys got to stay away from me. I'm dead serious. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. If you're unconditionally following that kid, stay away from me. I'm not dealing with you. I refuse. If you're black and you can overlook everything that Ryan has said and done, that's okay. Just stay away from me. If you're Team Lopez, stay away from me. Especially after that shit I seen yesterday. It's no longer trolling, man. It's no longer trolling. If it's not clear to you that this is fucking personal at this point, he's mad because his ex-wife and his sister's getting knocked down by some Ben Wallace looking dude, then fine. Stay away from me. This dude does not like black people, period. I'm not fucking with you if you fuck with them. Bottom line. Bottom line. Stay the fuck away from me. I'm too serious at this point. I've been serious, but I'm too serious. This right here, what he did, this right here, now let me tell you how much of a coward he is. Bud was in his grill. And he openly said, oh, I'm just doing it to market myself, whatever the fuck he said. You ain't marketing shit at my expense. You're not marketing shit at the expense of my people. You're not doing it, dude. You're not. the extent of what I'm going to do to him goes as far as what I do on my platform. I'm not talking about beating him up. I'm not talking about committing an act of violence on him. I am talking about putting him on Front Street. There shouldn't be a black content creator on this planet that shouldn't be dragging him today. Not one. But the bottom line is, a lot of you clowns are too cowardly to do anything. Because if we don't like it, you love it. And that nets you dividends. That's why we're not on code. That's why. I swear to God, as soon as my live this morning is over, there's going to be some nigga, some knuckle dragger talking about me and how I shouldn't be bothered by this. Why? Because in their minds, first of all, they hate themselves. Then they hate me for reasons that they can't explain. Whether they call us Wakandans or anything else. And they would just go on with their motherfucking life. And white supremacy, a system of white supremacy that a lot of people follow. White people, the non-whites, like the Italians and the people that are white, the only thing that is white about them is their skin. The white Latins and everything else, they're going to follow that. That's what the fuck they're going to do. They'll follow that. And once again, we're being disregarded. Y'all go ahead. Y'all clear the lane for this dude. Whole time we was talking about what happened to Deontay Wilder, and we started finding out. And shout out to Art Hostage in the UK. I didn't know what a Daniel Kinahan was because the American media wasn't talking about it. And when he hit me, well, I found him on another channel, and I reached out to him, and he just gave me the whole skinny on this dude. I said, yo, why I gotta look for this? So shout out to Art Hostage. Now watch this. The American media doesn't want to, they don't even want to talk about no Daniel Kinahan and his affiliation with Tyson Fury and how MTK Global rose to power. But how many times did you get on this computer and you hear them talking down on Andre Ward's affiliation with Jay Prince? Jay Prince ever been arrested? I don't even know. Allegedly, he's some, godfather somewhere in Texas. That's all I know. I don't know. And I'm going to be very honest with y'all. I never researched it. You know why? Because he's black. And every time I turn around, they're trying to cut us down. So I said, man, whatever. If he's going to go down for doing something dirty and get arrested, I'll deal with it when it comes across my virtual desk. But I ain't going to go and look up his alleged street activity because I don't care. They always do this. They did it to Al Heyman. I never said he was a prince of a person, but I knew his history. He was a millionaire in the music industry, and he was responsible for the biggest concerts in the hip-hop and R&B industry way before he got involved in boxing. When he got involved in boxing, I supported that. But y'all know when he got into boxing, they started dragging him like he was the worst thing in the world. And all I said was, yo, he got all these names and we about to get some fights. So let's support him until we can't support him anymore. Then here come Eddie Hearn. The first time I saw a video with that stupid ass, he had on shades and he was talking all crazy. I said, who is this? Eddie Hearn, who's that? Oh, he's in boxing? Okay, well, whatever. Then he got $1 billion bag, allegedly, from some Russian. Remember that? I'm like, okay, well, what is this supposed to do? Then all the super coons on Facebook. Oh, Eddie Hearn, he got $1 billion bag from a Russian. He's going to buy up all the PBC fighters. I said, what is this obsession with PBC fighters? You're not saying Matchroom fighters, because he owns Matchroom. You're not saying Top Rank fighters. What is this obsession with what the black man owns? What is this obsession? I said, well, you know what? Oh, well, how you going to feel? And these are niggas telling me this. How you going to feel? How you going to feel when Eddie Hearn buys up all the PBC fighters and takes over boxing? And my response was, I don't care who runs boxing as long as I get the fights that I want. But I find it eerily strange that you have an obsession with this man who doesn't talk to people, but he's getting things done. At that time, Al Heyman was getting things done. It was an attack, y'all. It was an attack. And when you bring it to the non-blacks, because I at that point I wasn't even talking to the niggas. Because you bring it to their attention, like you don't find it strange, they'll say things like, oh, well, you looking too deep. It's not about race. And then the buck dancing begins. But when you ask the non-blacks, hey man, what is this obsession with you getting out? Look, he got networks, Andre Ward's over there, and you know, he's still working with Floyd, and we getting these fights on free TV. We saw Sean Porter and Keith Thurman on free TV. Danny Garcia on free TV. What is this upset? What is the problem with Al Heyman? We're getting boxing, right? And then they flip it and say, hey, you know, you're looking too deep. Why are you thinking it's racist? But you haven't answered the question. What is this obsession with Al Heyman and taking him out and getting him out of business? What is the problem? Fighters are running over there. Leo Santa Cruz named his son after Al fucking Heyman. Y'all don't want to talk about that. What is this obsession with getting Al Heyman out of the business of boxing? And nobody could answer that question. Nobody. I said, well, I know what it is. Now, when you do something wrong, I will hold your feet to the flames. Delano, time out. First of all, I don't even know what you're asking me. Okay. All right, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Delano, do you drink? I'm being serious. What are you asking me? What is this? What do you mean, what's up with you NYC cats? What is that? What are you talking about? Let me ask you a question. Because, you know, the mellow yellow ball rubber got in my chat the other day and said he'd have respected me more if I had pressed Ryan. Can I ask y'all a question? What does that do? Because I was in arm's length of both of those races. What would it have done if I put my hands on them and choked them or something? Or punched them in the face and broke something? Or choked them out? If I physically assaulted these clowns, what would have that done? What would that have accomplished? What does that do for me? A father, a husband. I have a job, I make 6 figures. What does that do for me? How am I helping my family by being in jail? Can you imagine a phone call hey, babe, I'm in jail. I'm gonna be sitting down for about a week and I'm gonna have a case. It's gonna be spread out for about 2 months. Why? Well, I got close to Ryan Garcia and I yanked his hair out and punched him in the eye. Now his shit fractured. So there's no Devin fight. There's no Rolly fight. My wife would be like, wait, what? These are the boxers you talk about every... Why did you do that? Oh, because he's a racist. Great, now the fucking rents can't be paid because we gotta get a lawyer. What? What? Did I not just say, like 10 minutes ago, I am not saying to be violent with these dudes? What you can do is cancel. I have a platform. I'm doing what I need to do. So when you say New York cats, what did you want the New York cats to do? I didn't need to say anything to Ryan. He said it. Did he not say, hey man, I was high on shrooms? I said, oh. Why do I have to bombard him with questions with an attitude? What does that do? Yeah, I stood on business. Yeah, but I fucked it up for everybody else and I didn't get anything. He'd have just shook his head and walked off. And you would have never heard him admit that he was on shrooms. I live what I talk. How am I going to tell y'all when y'all are talking to people, let them talk. They'll tell you exactly who they are and not even realize it. Let them talk. That's what I did. I let them talk. Teofimo showed up at that presser looking like a what? A runaway slave with a straw hat and everything and said a banana joke on stage. I said, look at that. You'd have never heard that if when he got in striking distance to me if I punched him in his face. Lands me in jail and I look like every bit the nigga that they accused me of being. So what the fuck did you want me to do, Delano? What did you want me to do? Because I did what I do what I have to do every day. I'm doing it now. What you need to do, Delano, is go to Showbiz and everybody else that are disregarding what these motherfuckers did. That's where you go. Don't put this on New York. You should be proud that no brother looked at him and did something to him. Because I'd be on the news looking stupid with a mugshot at almost 50 years old because of something that these dumb motherfuckers said. Because then I would be the focus. Because I could already do no right in the eyes of these dumbasses. This is not a New York thing. This is a community thing. Instead of being here and asking me what's up with my city, you need to be on those other coons that got my whole name and the LDBC's name and Champside's name, everyone's name in their mouths, and go over there and be like, yo, where are your videos about these guys? Because some motherfuckers, I understand, they just acting like this ain't even happened. Now they want to keep it boxing. Showbiz has a whole YouTube channel. He's hired by DAZN. He should be the loudest motherfucker in the goddamn room. He's not. He's not. That's why at the presser, when I was walking around him, he jumped. I looked at him, I said, damn, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know why? Because he really thought it was up right there. And I didn't even realize it. I got phone calls when I left because I didn't know people saw that. And I swear to God, I got phone calls. I got 2 phone calls. Yo, Drew made that nigga jump. I said, y'all saw that? I ain't think nothing of it. I ain't think nothing of it. But he jumped. You know why? He thought it was up. Presser was over. People were leaving. I was just walking around to get a picture of the stage. He literally jumped. I looked at him like, yo, what's wrong with you? He was talking to some little short chick. And when you have no integrity, and you're online starting trouble, and you're online just talking shit like it's a game for the sake of views and money, you gotta be careful when you walk the streets. And at that moment, he thought it was up. I don't have that problem. Anywhere, no matter where I'm from, I'm right at home. I don't have that problem. Because if you find a problem with what I'm saying here, there's a problem with you. Tyson Fury's a cheater, and what? You want to get your ass beat in the street over my opinion about Fury and Kinahan? When you see me, it's up. Canelo's a cheater. I used to respect him, now I really don't. Hell of a fighter, but there was things I needed to see him do, and he ducked David Benavidez. That's my opinion based off of the fact. If you want to get your ass beat when you see me, then it's up when you see me. But think about what you're getting your ass beat for. You want to justify Ryan Garcia when you see me? Then it is what it is. You're going to get mowed down. I'd rather be in the precinct explaining why I kicked your ass because you was in defense of a damn cheater. And you're out of your mind, and I was defending myself. That's when I don't mind going to the precinct and explaining why I had to defend myself. Not going to the precinct and explaining, hey man, why'd your big ass beat up on that $1 million fighter? Because he's a racist. That's not how life works. You're not 14 years old anymore, man. You're good and grown. And you have to have an extreme amount of self-control. I'm doing what needs to be done here. This is how I handle it, talking about it. Because all the others that talk about us, are they talking about this? Are they ignoring it or holding them accountable or talking about how, oh, the race soldiers, they're mad at this, but, and they'll try to bend and twist what we say on a daily basis. For their clicks and views, and to justify their unconditional hatred against another black man. That's how I raise the seeds. Self-control. Walk away. Fighting is your last line of defense. Last. I've been in plenty of fights. I've never thrown the first punch because I know better. I know better. I know better. Vibe, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but you could get the fuck out of here. Send your kids to sit in front of here because I'm raising them right now. Because I'm telling them what they need to hear. I feel like doing a lot of things. I'm not the biggest I'm not a George Kambosos fan like that. I went to the presser yesterday. Did I not get y'all content? Was I not respectful in asking him questions? Was that the time for me to jump up and be like, hey man, why'd you say this about Devin? Why'd you say that about Devin? No, that shit's over. You know why? Devin had the last act. How would I look saying, yo, George, man, why's your wife a racist? No, that shit's over. Devin fought him twice, he beat him. Thank you, George. Gave Devin the opportunity to win undisputed and defend it. He had to do it on your soil. He took short money and all that. That's it, it's over. On to the next. Now he's fighting Africa. And I covered it for you. It's called being professional. Met his dad. His dad's cool. I'm gonna upload a short. I told him, I said, man, when you told Shakur take 25%, that was legendary. He laughed. He said he should have took it. He knows what time it is. I'm going to upload that short just to be a douche. How's that for trolling? He said he should have took the 25%. I have the short. I'm going to upload it today. How's that for trolling? I'm a content creator. I have a responsibility to myself to remain safe, to remain out of jail. What little revenue I make from here, it's a part of my household. I have a responsibility to protect that. but I protect it with integrity. No smoke and mirrors. When I'm clowning, I tell y'all when I'm clowning. When I'm serious, you know when I'm serious. I'm serious right now. And as you can see, you had some knuckle dragging in here looking for fault in what I'm saying. There's no fault in what I'm saying. The fault is you're here looking for a problem instead of going over to the other niggas that are not saying anything. Oh, that's just T.O. being T.O. No. Because when Devin told 78, ain't no white boy gonna beat me, the world stopped the next day. And they were ready to cancel our brother out of his socks. Over Lomachenko. But these three motherfuckers in the front row, they might as well be wearing Klans hoods with Mexican flags on it or whatever. Honduran and Mexican flags. And the world is acting like he didn't even say shit. So these are American fans are going to the bat for a Ukrainian, a white Ukrainian. Think about that for a second. The black American said that to taunt him. Fine, he apologized. Did anybody make Ryan Garcia apologize? Has he sent a check to George Floyd's family? Did he have to meet and sit down with Al Sharpton or any fucking body? Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar, anybody? Because we ain't got no real leaders. Rolly Martin, anybody. Anybody. Jason Black, somebody. Did they say go talk, go sit down with anybody? No. Joy Reid from MSNBC? Stephen A. Smith, somebody. No. You know what they said? He was on drugs. You know what he said? I was on shrooms. And I need y'all to document that shit. Oh, he was on shrooms. It was okay. He was high. Next. That's what we doing? Teofimo, he's not even on drugs. He's just doing it. And y'all cool? Y'all so fucking worried about what I say here? I don't even have 10,000 subs. And the big channels are not even, they're not even moved by that. No short videos, nothing. And I just had a white Aussie on here that had a problem with Deontay saying I'm anointed. I'm a king. And his response is, how are you a king and you're anointed by God and you lost 4 of your last fights? Jesus said, I walk in the path of God. I'm the son of God. And they killed him. Do you see the connection or not? Or do you hate Deontay that much? He brought up Adji Cabial. I said, man, we fucks with Adji Cabial here. What are you talking about? He said, well, what about the Zilly Zong fight? Yeah. We gave props to Zilly Zong. He fought a clean fight. And where do you think you are right now? What do you think this is? He's been, and I'll get to the super chats at the end. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. The problem is he's been conditioned like the rest of this fucking world. No matter what we do, we are less than. If Barack Obama behaved exactly like Donald Trump, he wouldn't have been nowhere near the White House. And y'all know that's true. Why is it that Canelo Alvarez at once upon a time could say, hey man, I'll never fight another Mexican? Y'all remember that? I'll read y'all word for word what he said. Canelo Alvarez won't fight with Mexicans out of respect for his country. That's what he said. I heard that. I said, wow. Why is he allowed to say that? I mean, it's a free world, right? He can say what he wants. And I remember when we had a conversation about that, and I opened up the panel, there was a Mexican guy on the panel, and I asked him, I said, why is that okay for him to say that? Hey, because he don't want to hurt his people. That's what he said. I said, wait, hurt his people? So it's okay for him in the sport of boxing where you hurt people. It's okay for him to hurt everybody else, but he don't want to hurt his people. Is that not being racist? And you're okay with that? You're okay with that? I thought I told you to get the fuck out of here. But go make another count. Run my numbers up, though. But I answered that turkey question months ago. So you're late to the show. I've been answered that turkey question months ago, dummy. And this is what happens when you're late to the party. This is what happens when you show up just to see. When you think you have something, you have nothing. I answered that turkey question a long time ago. Delano, you walking a fine line. I'm about to block your ass. Again, you see, this is the nigga nonsense. This is the nigga nonsense. What did I just say? When you say press him, what the fuck did you want people to do? What did you want him to do? I already told you how to handle these assholes. You cancel them. You get on your platform. Delano, if you have a YouTube channel called Delano Layman. I'm just noticing your last name. And I'm not going to make no jokes this morning. But you're making it very easy for me to. Your first video should be today about this. If you never made a piece of content in your life, you should do it today about Teofimo Lopez saying the word nigga. Calling Bud Crawford a nigga. Do it today. I'll be looking for it. Do it today. If you've never made a goddamn video in your life, today, get your phone. Do a quick live. You don't even have to turn on. Some of y'all like to hide your face. That's fine. Just do a quick 60-second video. Yo, I don't like what Teofimo said. It's messed up. That's not how athletes are supposed to conduct themselves. And I'm not supporting them no more. That's it. Do it today. Why are you here? Ask me why people from New. Who the fuck do you think we are? Out here, animals? You think politicians during a debate, standing right on stage next to each other, don't want to rip each other's throats out? But what the fuck would that prove? That's the person you want to be running your city, your state, your country? You think Obama didn't? You think he didn't want to walk across the stage and punch Mitt Romney in his face? For lying? What does that prove? Nothing. Main biker Delano lives in Baltimore, I think. Delano, you live in Baltimore? I don't know where you live. Why do I think Baltimore? Baltimore, Maryland. I think. I don't know. Ask him. Delano, what state you live in? I ain't asking your address. Don't put your address in here, please. Don't do that. But what did you want New York to do? Because the reality is, let me be very clear on this. I'm kind of glad Delano said this. You niggas ain't gonna bust a grape. You niggas got more smoke from people that look like you than people that look like everyone on the right-hand side of the screen. And that's the truth. I got more monkeys on social media jumping around, talking about what they're going to do to me when they see me. Meanwhile, I've been outside all this time. And this is a boxing channel. I ain't on here looking for violence. I will get violent in defense of myself. Don't get it twisted. What a stupid way to get your shit knocked off over a boxing opinion. But whatever. I do my part. I go to the presses and I let these dudes talk and I ask questions. I am professional. When I'm in front of these people, I'm professional. At the presser, Teofimo got into it with this Puerto Rican dude, and he got escorted out. That's the last presser he's ever going to get. And I was talking to him outside. He was mad cool. Me and Clarence McClain was talking to dude. And when we heard all this commotion, we looked. We was like, yo, ain't that dude we was talking to outside? I walked over to homie. I said, yo, bro, chill, bro. Chill. You see it in the video. I forgot who posted it. But you see me patting dude on the shoulder like, yo, chill. All you could do is ask these fools a question and then hold the camera up. Ask them a real question. Don't troll them. What's this with your racist comments, Tio? And then hold the camera in front of his face. That's what you're there for. But the thing is, there were no quote unquote real niggers in attendance. There were no real niggas in attendance. Real niggas get locked up. Where's the lie? I keep it real. There's a lot of niggas that kept it real. They're in prison right now. If y'all cut on y'all computer, y'all turn on the news, and you see me punching Teofimo in the face and stomping his ears together, what the fuck does that do? You know what they'll do? Not only am I going to prison, but now I got a negative spotlight on me in the whole entire black boxing community. LDBC, champ side, everybody. This is how y'all do. I become the poster child of black boxing media, and they say, finally, we got a reason to cancel them. Especially the LDBC. So you have a responsibility on this mic and off this mic. I'd rather be off the mic and ask these motherfuckers, what's up with those racial comments? And then they blow up at me. Oh, what the fuck you doing? Oh, you fucking nigga. Yeah, oh, word? And I got the camera up. Word? Yeah, keep talking. Got him. You see, you first 48 niggas. Y'all be the motherfuckers ended up in prison. That's y'all. Play the game, show some control. So when I hear things like, hey man, it's a New York thing. How y'all New York let them in? What the fuck? What am I, 10? To say, oh, how you gonna let, you listen, when you grew up in a neighborhood, and it's a group of your friends, and some other kids came walking through there like they own the place. When I say like they own the place, they being bullies. You're like, well, who is that? What are they doing? Back in the day, we literally saw some unidentifieds walking down the street, like kicking mirrors off of cars. We didn't know them niggas. We was looking, and we let them do it the first time. They vandalized 2 cars, and then walked into a building. Like, who the fuck was that? So when they came out, hour later, now they doing the same thing. Yanking the antenna off of cars. We jumped up and said, nah. We was like, yo, because our parents park on the street. We was like, yo. And they were like, yo, what? And we had to handle our business. We the nigga, who the fuck are you? Because you know what happens if we sit there and watch them do it? They vandalizing our neighbors, and they think it's sweet coming through here. We had to make them uncomfortable. And hence to say we handle business and we never saw them again. Period. But we were 15, 16 years old then. So don't put Teofimo and Ryan, or don't put that on New York. Because when I ask you, what did you expect me to do? Because I was there. What did you want me to do? I'm not concerned about it. I show up to these goddamn conferences by myself, and I go home by myself. I run into a bunch of dudes that are right here on YouTube. I went there and I saw Blue Blood and Claymore there. I didn't show up with them. I met them there. They were there. Four Corners, they were there. Johnny Boy Boxing out of Brooklyn, he was there. We all congregate when we show up there. But I go home alone. If I jump up and do something stupid, that's on me. I jump up there and start strangling Ryan Garcia or punching his father in the face. I go to prison. What am I gonna do in prison? Be like, yeah, but Blue Blood said, and Claymore said, and be like, whoa. I don't know who they are. We saw you beating their ass. Lawsuit, jail time, losing my job for what? I said, keep it real. Fuck out of here. That's dumb. I do more justice by holding up the camera and letting these assholes talk. The man said he was on shrooms. And I'm looking around like, I know y'all heard that. Oh. Now if I yanked him off that stage and start tuning him up, you'd have never heard that. Let them talk. A lot of you go to work every day and you got a coworker you want to just twist his fucking head off. What happens when you do that? And that coworker might deserve it. He or she might deserve it. But what happens if you act on that impulse? What happens? You have no self-control. That's the problem with our community. We don't have self-control. That's why there's more niggas in jail than a little bit. What you locked up for, homie? Yo, man, my girl cheated on me, man. I came home and this nigga was plowing her. Okay. Why are you in jail? Man, I blacked out. Yeah, you blacked out. You know what blackout means? Blacking out means you lose control. You have no control. You lost control. A lot of black people in prison because they don't have no control. I talked about this little nigga from Tampon, Florida. He was so afraid to leave his goddamn hotel room the week of the fight last year. The whole weekend. Nobody saw him but 78. He ain't come to the weigh-in. He ain't come to the fight. He was absolutely safe. What I was going to do, beat him up and catch a case? For what? He's already a telling motherfucker. Somebody threatened him on his show. He called the FBI on their ass. That's what I was told. I can't deny or confirm it. I don't know. That's what I said. He called the FBI. Didn't you dead my life? But he has to walk through the streets looking over his shoulder because how he behaves. Imagine that. Yeah, Nappy Smurf. Imagine that. Imagine your boxing content and how you behave and how you treat people. You feel it triggers them so much that you literally have to look over your shoulder wherever the fuck you go. Imagine that. Imagine that. Flew all the way up to New York and he realized shit got real. And he really thought somebody was going to actually catch a case. How the fuck do I look beating up on him? And proving his point. Man, the LDBC, they ain't got no control. With no teeth in his mouth. Nah, I'm gonna catch a case with me. Man, my wife would look at me like, yo, him? That little you beat? Why? My nephew bigger than him. And he can't even legally drink. My nephew will kick his ass. What are you talking about? How I look dragging him over Flatbush at Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. Get the fuck out. For what? But so those of you that frequent his channel, how does he feel about this? I'm not the problem. And this is what I'm saying. Y'all niggas want me in jail for putting mitts on these dudes? Are you kidding me? For what? I'm doing my part right now. I will never support Teofimo Lopez. I will never support Ryan Garcia. Never. The only reason why I attended the fight the other week was because Devin was on the card. If Devin was not on that card, I wouldn't did a goddamn thing. Because I don't support Tio and I don't support Ryan. You hit him in the pockets. You get online and you talk your shit. What you don't do is run up on them and try and represent when you see him in the street. That is the dumbest thing in the world. You work smarter, not harder. The fuck is wrong with y'all? That Ryan Garcia Mexican fan that ran up on Devin at the goddamn at the community fair, wherever they was. He ran up on Devin, but somehow Devin was the villain in that? What the fuck? I said, let me get this straight. You know Devin didn't start that. You know that. Y'all know that. And what did you niggas do? Oh, he can't even knock out a regular civilian. Man, Devin pulled that punch at the last minute. He said, man, I ain't about to get this kid $1 million. And he walked off. And that's the part where he needed security with him. Because if I was there, I'd be like, no, Dev, walk. I got this. And I stood there. I'd have been shoving kid back. Yo, man, fall back, go away. Fall back. Get away, fall back. And if he'd have threw a punch at me, I'd have defended myself. Do y'all know how security works? Y'all know how bouncing works? You never throw the first punch. Ever. If you gotta eat one, you gotta eat one. If you roll the punch, if you know how to fight like I do, roll the punch and connect it back. You can explain that. And everybody has a camera. The camera's supposed to work to your advantage. You separate them, you let the person paying you walk off. Let him go. And if dude stop, he stop. But if he start fighting you, you defend yourself. When the police say, okay, what happened? Well, it's online. He recorded it. It's a camera here. I worked with him. He left. He started fighting me. I defended myself. Now, please get the EMTs here so you can remove my size 13 from out his ass. Because I can't do it. You guys are dumb. That dude clearly started that, but once again, it's Devin's fault. But y'all silent when Ryan ran up in his baby mama house and tore the house up. Y'all silent. When he gets kicked out of a hotel room with the Magneto helmet on. Because he was a danger to himself. Y'all silent. Y'all didn't call him a drug addict. Y'all said Ryan wants to save the kids. That's what y'all did. Monster knew he got dropped again with a left hook, the same goddamn punch. I don't hear any of you niggas talking about how he has a low or subpar ring IQ. Every time he's got knocked down, it was with a left hook. My brother Nonito Donaire broke his fucking nose or his eye socket or something with a fucking left hook. This dude's a sucker for left hooks. Now, one time that I hear you niggas talking about he's chinny. Bud has some trouble against green beans. They didn't call the knockdown to me. It was a knockdown, but now all of a sudden Bud's chinny. What? Devin's pillow fisted. Ramirez went to the goddamn hospital with broken ribs and his face was all lumped up. But he's pillow fisted. Deontay Wilder has no ring IQ, but he went all of this way with no ring IQ. But the people on the right-hand side of this screen, they're not held accountable for half of the shit that they do. Yeah, spiritually biased. Yeah. Chocolatito 2.0. You remember when Chocolatito was number 1 pound for pound? Bud was active. Errol Spence was still undefeated. How could this be? How could this be? And let me bring something else to your attention. And shout out to my brother Xavier. Because he's on the Spanish channels and he just brought to my attention. They're calling Canelo Cal Negro. Cal Negro. You know why?
Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, Mayweather, and Hagler.
Don't get mad at me. I ain't say it.
El Hey, man. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? Tell me what's up with that. Tell me what's up with that. Now they call him Cal Negro. They asked him top five favorite fighters. And he gave it to you. You missed it? Yeah, you racist Latinos. I'll run it back for you. Don't get mad at me.
Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, Mayweather, and Hagler.
Don't get mad at me. I ain't say it.
Yeah. He ain't say Chavez. He ain't say Eric Morales. You know, Chavez, Marquez. I don't know. Juventud Guerrera? No, nobody. He didn't say anybody. Psychosis, Rey Mysterio. He didn't say nobody Mexican. Those are 5 black fighters. I was shocked that he said Marvin Hagler. I said, oh, shit. Now they call him Cal Negro on the other channels. According to Xavier Martinez, salute to him. He said, yo, this is what they call him. I said, what the fuck? What? Don't get mad at me. That don't make me like him anymore. He still cheated. He still ducked David Benavidez. I don't want to fight another Mexican fighter out of respect for my people. Turned right around and fought Jaime Munguia. But y'all didn't say anything. Y'all didn't say anything. Right. Y'all remember this? I watched this fight live. That I made this meme. If you see it anywhere else, I'm telling you that I made this meme. I was watching this. It was on ESPN. I took a picture that's from my old phone and from my TV screen. Andre Ward was still active when this happened. And I forgot who Bud just knocked out. But unprovoked, Teddy Atlas forwarded this information. He waited. This was after him calling a fight with Andre Ward the whole time. Bud gets the victory by knockout. And unprovoked, this motherfucker says, you know, Lomachenko to me is number 1 pound for pound. But moving on, I'm like, whoa, huh? Why would you say that? What warranted Teddy Atlas to say that right there at that moment? Tell me. Tell me. Go on, tell me. Lomachenko wasn't even in the building. I know there was a conversation about who's number 1 pound for pound. And guess what? There's a video where Loma was asked, hey, man, we think you're number 1 pound for pound. Who do you think's number 1 pound for pound? He said Bud. He said Bud. Y'all fuck around and get this dude in trouble. Hey, I didn't say that. I didn't say, no, Bud Crawford. No, I didn't, not me. Did the same thing with Triple G. Yeah, what's up with you and Andre Ward? No, he's Andre Ward. He's the good boy. No, just not today. Not today. You get this dude in trouble. Golovkin didn't want no smoke with Ward. That was clear. But it was okay for him to beat up on Kell Brook. That was all right. It was okay for y'all to force Andre Ward to go up to 175. That was okay. That was okay. Stood right there. Now you see, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. I need y'all to pay attention. Teddy might not be conventional racist. I don't know what he says in his house. And he's worked with a lot of black fighters, been around a lot of black people every day. You might never know. He can have a conversation with you and shake your hand and everything. What I'm saying is he's been conditioned to disregard when we say certain things, when we behave in a certain manner out of a reaction to how we're treated. We say, hey, man, this is racist. Oh, come on. That's not racist, man. No, that's just how life is. No, motherfucker. That's how your life is. What made him feel comfortable to tell these two great athletes that to their face? Andre Ward was still active when he did that. And this is after Lomachenko got beat up by Orlando Salido. This is way after that. And he still said this. And here's the mind fuck. Both of them are undefeated. To this day, they're undefeated. What made Teddy Atlas comfortable to say that shit? What made it? Why didn't he say, hey man, if Loma doesn't take that loss, he might be right up there in the conversation of pound for pound with you two guys? Why didn't he say that? Why didn't he say that? No, he told them to their face he thinks Loma's number one pound for pound. To their goddamn face. And what did Loma go on to do after that? He ducked Devin Haney and got a franchise status. That's what he did. Name the smoke that Andre Ward ducked. Name it. Name the smoke. He wanted that Triple G smoke. They called him a bully. They said, well, yo, you go ahead. You go up and fight Kovalev. He said, okay. He went up to 175. He beat up Sullivan Barrera. I watched it. He fought Kovalev, got dropped in the first round, came back, whooped his ass. They said it was a robbery. Fought him again, stopped it. They said, oh, he was hitting him low. He said, man, I ain't doing this with y'all. I could do no right. And he went out just like I want him to go out, on top, undefeated. Fuck that, Dre. You're a Hall of Fame fighter. I don't care. He get on my nerves for some of the shit he says, but I didn't want to see that brother lose in the ring, period. Because I'm all cold. But I didn't agree with him not taking 60-40 to fight Errol. Fine. They fought. He beat his ass. That's it. I want him to absolutely destroy Canelo, and he's going to do it. And after that, I want him to hang it up. Fuck an Errol rematch. Fuck the fit. Fuck going back to 154. Forget it. You're done. That'll be undisputed at 140, 147, and 168. That's it. Done. Go to Hall of Fame, bud. That's it. I'm good. Don't give these crackers shit. Don't give them shit. The blatant disrespect. And y'all deal with it. And y'all don't tell me, oh, it's not race. Well, it's always got race, race. Oh, you Wakandans. Man, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm looking at. And the fact that you willingly ignore it, that's a problem with you. You got all kinds of character flaws. I don't move when you tell me to move. What the fuck you want us to do? Now you see, Delano, this is what I'm saying back to you. What the fuck did you want New York City to do? Beat them up? Become the animals that they accuse us of being? I'm doing my part this morning. The bigger channels are not doing their part. They'll sneak on Twitter and say, oh my God, no, cancel him. What are they doing when their cameras on? back to disrespecting Devin, back to disrespecting Deontay, back to disrespecting everybody. Andre Ward's legacy. Oh, well, Andre Ward's always injured. I'm like, man, he won the Super Six. Oh, that was 1,000,000 years ago. Yeah, right, but Lomachenko and Golovkin's amateur career was 2 and 3 million years ago. Because when you bring those European motherfuckers over here, what do they tell us? Oh, they got 1,000 amateur wins and 2 losses. I don't care. Y'all fighting the amateurs from the age of 15 till you're 35. 35, you beating up on a bunch of 15 years old. I don't respect that. I don't respect it. One fight, Bob Arum saying this is the greatest thing he's ever seen since Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. I said, who is this guy? Next fight, loses to a Mexican. Leonard Solito whooped his ass. I ain't got to lie to you. But all you got to do is let him talk, because the truth comes out. You don't like it.
Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, Mayweather, and Hagler.
Don't get mad at me. I ain't say it.
Y'all were having conniptions. Y'all was on the floor like this.
Can I ask you what's going on? 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 Can I ask you what's going on?
Yeah, Philip D. Dude was 9 fights up. And Teddy Atlas told me he's number 1 pound for pound. He was about 9 fights up. I'm like, 9 fights up and had 1 loss that he didn't even bother to avenge. Now, that's another thing I want to point out to you motherfuckers. Every time a black man has a close fight, oh, he need to run it back. Huh? When Floyd Mayweather beat Castillo, Floyd couldn't do anything else but fight Castillo again. Nope, you fighting him again. I said, Loma got to get that W back. You know what his fans were saying on social media? Oh, he was winning the second half of the fight, so you know he ain't got to do it, and he was cheating. He was cheating. Oh yeah, Tone, thank you for reminding me. You know I got that on deck. Dig this here, homie. Look, you see that? Look at the record. 14 comes after 2, right? So why is ESPN telling us that he's 14-0? When I saw this, I went to BoxRec and I said, did they change it to a no contest? No, the loss is right there. Second pro fight. I said, so what are they doing? And this was the second time they did this shit. I thought I was seeing things the first time. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Come on, stop it, man. Stop. Just stop. We don't get extended the same courtesy that these others get. Black fans always complaining. Go start a Negro League or something. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that. See that? See, the fact is, if there was a Negro League, boxing would absolutely suck. Think about it. Think about who gets the most critiqued and how popular they really are and what they bring to the table. Right? Ryan Garcia wanted a whole steroid league. Y'all motherfuckers are silent. That's okay. More evidence. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. But I'm racist though, right? Yeah, I got you. It's okay. Oh, Devin Haney for the stinker. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did Devin Haney land more than Ryan Garcia and Canelo Alvarez? Uh-oh. Fuck Teofimo Lopez, because he could have fought Devin like 5 or 6 years ago. In fact, Teofimo Lopez was playing politics. For those of you that don't know, this is Teofimo back in 2018.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all 4. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
His words, not mine. His words, not mine. See that? See that? I ain't got to make shit up. I'm just, pointing at history. There it is. I remember when leading up to the George Kambosos fight. First of all, and I told George, if y'all was watching the live stream yesterday, I told George, I said, George, they spelled your name wrong on the posters out here. Y'all heard me say that to him. I said, yo, man, they spelled your name wrong. Now, here's what I'm going to say about George. He could fuck around and win this fight. If this shit goes into the championship rounds, George has enough experience. And George is a dog, man. George is a dog. He said 135 was, he had to make weight against Loma. In a sense, I believe him. You know why? Y'all remember how he lost? He lost to a body shot, right? When you're losing to a body shot, sometimes it could mean that you're weak. Well, you're weak to the body. Some guys are just strong body punchers, like Canelo, Ricky Hatton in his prime. Those guys was like really strong body punchers. But George was saying that, trying to make weight, he's fatigued to the gut, man. I get it. He says he feels strong at 140. One of the things that no one's factoring in against Rolly, why he beat Ryan, y'all see Rolly's he's never out of shape. The kid's in shape. He always got a six-pack. He looked like a mini Bruce Lee in there. And, Bruce Lee wasn't a big dude, but whatever. Rolly's stronger. He ain't got to cut to make 135. The same thing with Devin. When he was going into weigh-ins in 135, he looked like Skeletor in the face. And it was alarming, like, oh, man. But he was professional enough to make the weight. Now he feels better. So if there's merit to what George Kambosos is saying, if there's merit to it, then Africa is in for a fight. And George is a road warrior. He beat Mickey Bay here. He beat Teofimo Lopez here, and now he's back again. And he's very comfortable here, fighting in New York. So Africa is going to have to show that he's on that level. Now, he's bigger than George. He's bigger than George. Africa, in my opinion, is going to have to get him early. Because the longer this goes, in my opinion, the second half of the fight, that's when the veterans take over. So after this can be his coming out party. So we're gonna see what happens. Is that not a fair assessment? Granted, with all the things George did that I called out, but that shit's over now. Because DHP had the last word in that. You get what I'm saying? So there it is. There it is. Who has a better resume? George Kambosos or Tank Davis? Uh-oh. Speaking of ninjas, here you go. There you go. You ninjas celebrate things that are mediocre and accept it as excellence, and it's not. It's not excellent at all. And while you monkeys is running around and worried about what I do here and what the rest of the LDBC does and what the general does and what BFTB does or whatever, people on the right-hand side of the screen, they capitalize off of the chaotic behavior from y'all because I do my best to try and ignore you niggas. Because this is the problem right here on the right-hand side of the screen, and that's the truth. Because the truth is, you niggas are self-hating. The truth is, you don't have a relationship with your father. The truth is, you don't have a relationship with God. The truth is, this is a numbers game for you. And whatever gives you the most views, that's the direction you go in. And that's the truth. And that goes for all of you niggas. That's the truth. The truth is, if you do to try and maintain your black card, you may talk about this all of 5 minutes and then go on to talk about what's hot. That's going to get you the most clicks and views. The truth is, you're more worried about what we do here than the actual issue. Motherfuckers will have 1,000 videos about me, but not one about Daniel Kinahan. Not one about Tyson Fury. And if it is about Tyson Fury, it's celebrating the fact that he cheated Deontay Wilder. Now Teofimo Lopez has jumped up here, and in reference to Bud, he says, where that nigga at? But he wasn't talking like that when Bud pressed him in the Middle East. He wasn't talking like that when Keyshawn Davis was in his face. This kid is absolutely mad that his ex-wife or whatever the fuck that bitch is, and his sister is getting dicked down by Olden Polynice, by Robert Ory and Popeye Jones, niggas looking like that, Ben Wallace looking niggas. An assembly line. I mean, they gangbanging the women in his family. Just logs on her face. Them bitches open up their mouths like, you ever saw a snake swallow an egg? That's how wide they gotta open up their shit. And that's why he's mad. This is penis envy. This is black envy. They're the problem. They're the problem. We ain't the problem. We just out here working. Sick of these niggas, man. Is my audio good? These cats just hate it. some of these pictures here. Hold on 1 second. What the fuck is it? Give me 1 second, y'all. I know where to get it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. This is war. This is war, and I'm here for it. This is war, and I'm here for it. And you're not going to violate my people and without getting clowned. You're not. Who the fuck is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, where's the other one? There we go. Downloads. It's a web file? What the hell? Hold on. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. How the hell was that downloaded as a web file? That's crazy. Oh, JPEG. All right, get that out of there. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm working here. Web file, get that out of here. There we go. Okay, word on the street is I don't know how accurate this is, y'all. I don't know how accurate this is. They're gonna have to let me know. But somebody sent me this. I don't know how accurate this is. Word on the block is this is why he's mad. Because this nigga right here, who's been smashing the baddest bitches in the industry for over 20 years, this nigga here, I think that's his wife or his sister. I don't know who this bitch is. All them bitches look alike to me. You know. Whatever. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't know if this is real or not. And then someone sent me this, and there she is again. Lex loves MILFs. Y'all need to stop playing. Now, if this is true, this is true. If y'all running a train on a bitch, you don't want to go after this dude. Because there ain't going to be nothing left. And the word on the street is that Miss Lopez right here is why Teo lost his goddamn mind. And that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. This is what I heard. Now, I can't confirm all of this. This is what I heard.
Crawford don't want to fight us because he's up. I seen his legs last. I seen his legs last fight. I seen his legs last. I seen it. I seen it. I seen his legs last. I seen it. I seen it.
His legs last. I seen it. I seen it.
Boom. That's where that nigga at. That's where he at. That's where that nigga at. Yep. I want y'all to envision the song Jungle Love being played right now. I can't play it on YouTube. I've been watching you. Think I want to know you. Know you. Been watching you. Think I want to show you my jungle love. Oh, wee, oh. I mean, just busting her ass all over the damn, you know what I mean? I mean, this is a Legend of the Overveen type of smash right here. Y'all ever saw that anime? It was just ridiculous. I mean, he was smashing a chick until she literally split the bitch in half. So I'm just letting y'all know, this is why, you know, that's why Teo mad. Shout out to Lex. $15 it be my man. Put that shit in my hand. If you do not pay me, bro, then you owe me. Oh, my jungle love. Oh, wee, oh. Shout out to Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. Suck a dick up till you hiccup, bitch. Hey, Canelo fans. These are his top 5 favorite fighters of all time.
Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, Mayweather, and Hagler.
Don't get mad at me. I ain't say it.
Now you see what all the hoopla is about. Now you see what it's about. And just because, man, fuck Fury and his fat ass wife too, man. The bitch can eat a dick between 2 slices of bread. Fuck him. Fuck out of here. Niggas in here asking how the NYC let him rock. The fuck you want us to do? Beat him up? That's easy. Answering and explaining that shit, that's the difficult part. You gotta be smart. Remind y'all, I just had a white Aussie up here. Look, man, God is the perfect planner. I didn't plan on doing this show like this. I want to talk about something else. And then this fucking coward did this shit yesterday. You motherfuckers think this is okay? It's not okay. The dude got up her hand. He was dragging Deontay. And tried to use his resume to justify his stance on him. And when I brought him up here respectfully to state his case, first thing he did was admit. Oh, he knows what black fighters have gone through. Okay, so you know that. He know that, but he never heard of the Black Murderers Row. You see what I mean? We are up against it. We're up against it. Told you. Told you. I I told you. I told you. If you missed the live from the other day, I had a gentleman up here and we just had a conversation. Did I jump in and start cutting them off and cutting them down and curse them out? No, that would have been easy. I wouldn't have had any information if I did that. You get what I'm saying? Let him talk. And I know we had a bad connection and there was a delay. It was strange because 1 minute we had delay, then the next minute I asked if he heard me, he'd say yes, he'd answer right away. But you could see the wheels turning when I asked him a question. Sometimes you got to get people to say things so they can hear what they're saying out loud. It's bad enough when you type something and you don't reread it and say, maybe I shouldn't send this. But when you start saying, when you're asked to explain yourself, sometimes in real time, people will hear what they're saying and be like, oh shit, that does sound kind of crazy. You're in it now. You're in it now. And I did the best thing for him. Arguing with me, I'm just a fan, right? Arguing with me is not going to do anything for you. I put him on the phone, well, on the panel with Tay Jones. It doesn't get any more. It doesn't get any closer to Deontay than that right there online. It doesn't get any closer than that. So forget what I'm saying. I did him a favor. He's all the way in Australia, and you actually got to say what you wanted to say and say how you felt to Deontay's team right there. I did him a solid. He should be saying thank you. And it was a failure. You can feel how you want to feel, but listen to what he was saying. He had a problem with him saying he's anointed by God. He had a problem with him saying he's a king. When I said, man, Tyson Fury refers to himself as the Gypsy King. You ain't got a problem with that. The guy's a known cheater. He had a Fugazi win against Ngannou where he got dropped in his fight, and he lost his last 2 fights to a cruiserweight. And no disrespect to Usyk, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all run around saying that Deontay Wilder's not a real heavyweight anyway, so I'm going to call Usyk a cruiserweight. And this fat motherfucker had to cheat Deontay 3 fucking times, and the industry let him get away with it. And you're saying that we're blowing smoke up his arse? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? These guys don't know about boxing like they think they knew. He started talking about, oh, he has a decent jab, a decent uppercut. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? It's real easy to get on here and sound smart, but at the end of the day, a lot of these dudes don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just say what it is. I respect you a lot more. Deontay Wilder could not gotten this far in his career without knowing how to box. Just because you don't like how it looks. Listen, man, go back and watch the old Aaron Pryor. It was ugly. The first time I heard windmill style was him back in the 80s. From my dad and my uncles. They said he got like a windmill style. That was in the 80s. Early Manny Pacquiao, that shit was ugly. It was ugly. Stop it. Adam Kownacki. Y'all want to talk about Deontay's legs and he's all skinny and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the first time I saw Adam Kownacki, I said, okay. He in here looking like King Kong Bundy, man. And what does Rick Glasser say? Oh, Adam got the job done. #boxing. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't gonna say nothing about his titties. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing about his love handles. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing how he's like 24 years old and he's bald. Y'all ain't gonna, he look like a fat Nosferatu. Y'all not gonna say anything? No, because half of Poland was in MSG. But y'all had nothing to say. Now y'all don't want to talk about physiques. Physiques, wait a minute. Tyson Fury? Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a minute. What? Thank you, Jafari. Young George Foreman. That wasn't like perfect boxing. No, man. He had a windmill style, but when he clubbed you, it was over. All of this, oh, it's ugly and I don't like the technique, that was reserved for Deontay Wilder. The man got on here and said, yeah, you know, I respect his story. It's a brilliant story. I will stop right there. You, all the way in Australia, a white man, you're saying you respect the story. Why is it that Americans aren't saying that? You see, he'd have did better coming up here and attacking Americans. And you know what? If he attacked American fight fans, I'd have let him cook. I'd have let him cook. And I'd have said, don't get mad at me. The panel's open. Challenge him on that. Challenge the white Aussie. If he got on here talking about, you know, I don't understand you black American fans, you know, y'all don't even buck Deontay. I mean, I don't like Deontay, but y'all don't buck Deontay. How come y'all don't buck Deontay? I bet you if I told him, hey, man, I'm about to go interview George Kambosos tomorrow. Hey, man, on Thursday. Hey, man, how do y'all view Jeff Horn? Skinny Hussein? Australian fighters. He wouldn't have been able to shut up. But if he jumped up here and started ripping American black fans, I'd have let him cook. I'd have let him cook. You know why? Because I rip black American fans. Because I don't understand a lot of you niggas. I'd have let him cook. Now, had he had known what kind of show I ran, you'd have understood. Now, Joseph, I hear what you're saying, but here's the deal. Teofimo's doing it out loud because he's capitalizing off the dysfunction in the black community. That's why he's doing it. And ignoring him is not going to help. Addressing him and how we're doing it now here on this platform, that's what's going to help. The sad fact is the majority of YouTube creators that see this, the fact that I'm addressing it is what they need not to address it. Because they don't ever want to agree with me on shit. Because they have an unconditional hatred towards me. They hate themselves. They hate their black brother. All the beef, alleged beef on YouTube that I ever had, I didn't start it. I didn't. How you handle these fucking racists is cancel them. But there's a lot of coons in the rank. There's a lot of coons in the rank, and, you know, we never generate compliance. That's why Kyrie Irving was treated the way he was treated. You understand? The reality is we should have been like, nah, fuck that, Kyrie. Don't say nothing. You said what you said. You didn't do shit wrong. The fuck you got to pay them money and go have sensitivity courses? You ain't do shit. But it's difficult to say that because Kyrie has a mouth to feed, a life to support, and, you know, I don't want the brother to throw his millions of dollars in the garbage. So I understood why he apologized. I understood why Devin had to apologize. I understand. Don't agree with it, but I understand. None of those brothers should have to apologize. But you see, they do shit like that to us because we are unorganized. If we had real black leaders, we have great black voices online. We don't agree with everything that they say all the time, but they're so busy. They have fan bases that fight amongst each other. We can't get no fucking way because we too busy attacking each other. And clowns like the Lopez's and the Garcias of the world, they capitalize off of that. They capitalize off of that. I got more, but niggas got more beef with me than what Teofimo Lopez says. I think you don't know, now you know. The grape ape for real.
All my troubles come more nigga. Yeah, it makes me mad. Why you niggas are so against somebody for you?
How much longer do you think your
It
mouth
makes
is gonna
me
be
so
able to carry?
mad. Long enough to beat your ass if you fuck up. That's right. You might not get out of the stable tonight. You gotta be cool because you been watched.
So there it is, man. But I ain't gonna belabor the point. The industry, we have issues. The industry has an issue. The black community has an issue, and this is why I stand in the pocket and do what I do. DEW, DEW. And one thing I know is that there ain't no coming back. Hey, listen, if you don't understand what we're up against as a person, as a black person in this world, if you don't understand what we're up against here, I ain't got time to train you on the job. We're in the middle of a war. If your parents didn't teach you how to bust your gun, your verbal gun, verbal, I got to be clear. Oh, Drew, you talking about violence? No. If you wasn't trained how to recognize what's going on, if you wasn't trained how to bust your verbal gun, then I'm not training you. I'm not. You don't know what's going on, and you don't know what's going on. Fuck you very much. Salute to Derek that gains the legend in that super chat. Much love. He said, Drew, I lost 18 pounds and dropped my A1C. Oh, my brother, salute. Yes, sir. On the job. Salute, Derek. Paul Carrick supporting in that super chat. Much love. He said, just support, bro. I believe. Man, thank you so much. This brother's everywhere. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Damn, Derek, I'm happy for you, brother. Tay. Salute my queen. Said, good morning, gorgeous cook. Stay on their next. Hashtag LDBC. Hashtag the other half of the Berserker clan. Salute. New York on deck. Salute. Salute to my brother all around. Strong. Supporting in that super chat. Much love. He says, grown man talk, Drew. Yeah, we on the job, man. Salute. Salute to my brother. Always supporting Jason Bowen. Salute, brother. He says, I understand your frustration, brother. Someone wise once said America was a paper tiger. I get it now. Their time is ending and they do desperate shit that no longer works. Ibrahim Todd, I can never say that brother's name. I know you talking about. I speak on code. I know you get it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes. J Bean always supporting. Salute, brother. He says, keep fighting the good fight, my brother. Man, I'm on the job, bro. That's all I know how to do. It's all I know how to do, man. Thank you, Jay. Salute, man. Darius Gillard, salute, brother. He says, and F. Toon Bradley. Yes, Mr. Chicken Sandwich himself, man. That dude was on there eating Popeye's chicken, bro. Oh, my God. Yeah, I face palmed so hard, it sounded like a gunshot. I said, who told him to do that? Hey, man. Look, I talk to who listens, man. If you understand, you understand. If you don't, you ain't got to be here, man. You don't. You really don't got to be here. So I see the new people in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys. Everybody support. You don't have to send super chats or cash apps. That's just a bonus. But y'all support every morning. Just showing up and supporting. I appreciate you. I encourage you to like and share the videos. We are our own algorithm because when I speak up for my people, they don't share these videos. But Teofimo and people that support them, those are all, especially black content creators that support them unconditionally. This will be all in the algorithm. But I stand on principle. And you're going to see the niggas pop up around and try and contradict things that I said and, whatever. Just know what I'm doing here. And if you pick that other route, you picking poison. What do I always say? Time reveals all truth and the lie's nothing but the long way to the truth. And at the bottom line, if you have more problem with me addressing this than what Teofimo Lopez has said and what Ryan Garcia said, it's in writing. I just played for you what Tyson Fury said and Daniel Kennedy, what he did. He has a $5 million bounty on his head and Tyson Fury's not allowed in the country no more. And Canelo Alvarez gets to say, I don't want to fight Mexicans no more. And then lie, turn right around for Jaime Munguia. If you got a problem with all of that shit, You ain't got no problem with that. Ryan Garcia saying this, fuck all niggas, fuck all Muslims. He said that, it's in writing. That's not all he said. He said more than that. But I'm the problem, and I'll just continue being the problem. But I love my people to a fault. And I walk in the path of God. I don't know what y'all doing. With that being said, subscribe to the Patreon. Content coming this weekend. And the General's on. Let's head over there.
Okay, have a crappy weekend. Hope your house burns down.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.